Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this Friday's Live. Today, Lucy is out of the country, so I have Reno and Heather with me for us to talk about Walmart this week. We are talking about Walmart because I've gotten approved on Walmart, and I'm going to be mainly selling there and on eBay now. And a lot of you sell on Walmart as well as Amazon and eBay and many platforms as well. And I think with all of the changes going on with Amazon, a lot of people are quite, a bit afraid of Amazon right now. And you need that backup plan and you just need that other source to fall back on should you have to. And I know both of you have already been selling on Walmart, and I wanted to share what has gone on with me for all of you who haven't yet tried to set it up or are also really brand new. So you can just kind of go through this journey with me. So a lot of people already know Reno. I don't know if many know Heather because she's never joined me before, but she is in pretty much all of the groups that Lucy and I have ever done. So before we jump in, I want to acknowledge Nicole here. It's Tina time. Nicole is such a good friend of mine, and we do a show bi-weekly on my channel for those of you that have watched us. Good morning, Nate, and I am glad you are better. I know I've messaged your wife a couple times to check in on you. And Casey is here, and she's also doing Walmart with us. And Millennial Money Mom, who is the reason I got into Walmart because she gave me some steps to help me over that hurdle of me being what I thought was blacklisted forever. And Nicole says she got her payment alert from Amazon, and your heart skipped a beat.
That's so true. That's so true right now.
All right. So Reno, how long before we jump into, me getting into Walmart and my first onboarding call, how long have you been selling on Walmart?
I think on Walmart, it's been about 5 or 6 years. I know Amazon, I started in 2013, but I think Walmart was 5 or 6 years.
But Walmart, you've done kind of like lazily like an eBay side thing.
Yeah, it was never heavy until about a year ago. And then it became heavy, but yet now, I'm still haven't sent a shipment in. So yeah, Heather's helping us with that. I haven't sent a shipment in, but I still get 30 or 40 orders a week from Walmart. It's enough to keep me busy.
I think 30, 40 orders a week, especially when it's, a side of income to the other side incomes, right? Because I know that you have your bug business, you have Amazon, you have Walmart, but you've stopped eBay completely, right?
Well, no, I do a little bit eBay, but it's like 1 or 2 orders a week. It's really, eBay is where you get rid of everything that comes back from Amazon.
Yeah. So, when all of those incomes collectively make a really nice living.
Yeah.
And Heather, what about you? How long have you been selling on Walmart and why?
I started on Walmart about April of last year, and I started because I was, you get those brand restrictions or toy compliance issues and all of that stuff with Amazon. And I wanted to look for another platform where I could get more dollars out of it than eBay, because you really have to mark things down on eBay. So, started my Walmart account and have been pretty casual with it the first year. Just, it was kind of where my removal orders and Amazon leftovers would
go to, and a way to load them.
Yeah. And then this year, really in May, and last year I did one WFS shipment into Walmart in Q4, was really frustrated by the experience that first time and didn't know what I was doing. And so, I didn't even send any more in. I just have been merchant fulfilling. And then in, I think it was April or May of this year, then I started to take Walmart more seriously. And now I'm trying to get in the routine of every 1 to 2 weeks, I'm sending in a WFS shipment, and definitely changed my sourcing because when you're sourcing for Amazon, we have a lot of tools. With Walmart, you don't, but I'm trying to find those methods where when I'm sourcing for Amazon, I'm also sourcing for Walmart in parallel.
At the same time. Yeah, because what might not be good for Amazon might be good on Walmart. So you don't want to pass up that opportunity. Yeah. And Ryan is in the house. Ryan is also another person who helped me with Walmart. Him and Millennial Money Mom collectively is, the two that I really have to thank. And thank you both so much for that. Moving forward, I don't have the steps right in front of me, but if anyone is struggling to get into Walmart and you've tried and they're like not answering you or something, please comment and I'll see what I can do to help you if I can. But I want to say I had my first onboarding call yesterday. Did either of you ever do an onboarding call with Walmart? I mean, Reno, 5 years ago, I don't know that they really did what they're offering now.
Well, but about a year ago, I had an onboarding with learning how to improve your ads and everything. So we had a person, there's a girl here in the States. She spent about 2-3 weeks with me, just calling every other day. You got a question here, let's do this. How to improve your numbers to get to just grow your Amazon account and stuff. And you want to get the buy box, as they would say, but it's not. Yeah. You want to become a pro seller. So she would help you in how to become a pro seller.
Yeah. And what I love about Walmart is that you do get a real person and you get a person in America. And that I'm loving. Right. I'm really loving that. And Heather, did you take advantage of onboarding call ever, or you just got approved and didn't?
I had someone I only spoke with him once, but yeah, I had a call with somebody about a year ago as well. And, very supportive and friendly. And I probably didn't take advantage of that as much as I could have at the time because I just wasn't focusing much on the platform. But yeah, someone from the United States. And I think Walmart feels very like they actually want sellers to be successful.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily
I have that feeling as well. Mm-hmm. So I did want to share what my onboarding call was like for any of you that are watching that want to consider doing this, or maybe didn't take advantage of it like Heather a year ago, because all of our eggs have mostly been in Amazon, and Walmart was just kind of like this, like, oh, I'll get approved because I can, and it'll be nice to have. So since I'm kind of really jumping into Walmart, I wanted to really take advantage of that call and see what they had to offer. And I was pleasantly surprised. It was a girl from Texas, and we video chatted. We saw each other. I could communicate with her very easily. And I really liked her experience on Walmart. So my girl in particular that I was speaking with, she has worked for Walmart for quite some time. And her department that she worked at in Walmart was for brand licensing. So she worked with brands like, Disney and let's say Kenmore. I don't know why that brand popped to mind. KitchenAid, right? So she worked directly with those brands and their licensing agreements with Walmart. And so she understands a lot about licensing and the whole IP and the counterfeit. And Walmart, just like Amazon, does get those ones that slip through that are selling things that they shouldn't be, she says, and she was one of the people that would go through those listings and get that stuff deactivated. So she does have other experience within Walmart. I do want to kind of go down a very quick note. I couldn't write fast enough talking to her because I also wanted to engage in our conversation. So just kind of going down my list, she did say that you make more money merchant fulfilling on Walmart than you do with Walmart Fulfillment Services. And WFS is equivalent to FBA. It's, the same format where you create a shipment, you ship it into Walmart. She says because of the fee, she says if an item is under $20, you are better off merchant fulfilling it because you will make more money. She says, but if you want to send it in, we let you. And we're like, yeah, send it all in. She goes, because it benefits Walmart. She says, but for you as a seller, you are better off sending in items that cost more than $20. So I did find that interesting. She said that Walmart, because I asked her about bundles, I wanted to know about the bundling policy. I told her I did a lot of bundling on Amazon. There are strict rules around that. I want to know about bundling. She thought I meant virtual bundles, which I've never done on Amazon, but a lot of people do virtual bundles on Amazon. She says Walmart does allow virtual bundles. She said that because I asked her also about getting ungated. I said, Amazon calls it getting ungated. I'm sure you're familiar with the lingo dealing with Amazon sellers. I said, but getting brand approval. I understand some brands are locked down. What is the approval process? She said they do like 5 to 10 invoices / receipts is what they like. It isn't always necessary. But let's say I'm trying to be able to sell, Barbie dolls. It's nice to show 5 to 10, say, different store receipts to show that I'm buying them from stores or sources that are known for selling authentic items. Their big thing is that they don't want you selling knockoffs. But she said they are pretty lax, that it is pretty easy to get that. So I thought that was good to know. She said on Walmart, ask about enhanced vetting is what she referred to it. And that was for the bigger name brands, and it's enhanced vetting. She says everyone can do Walmart fulfilled services, the equivalent of shipping in like an FBA shipment. Because I know I talked to the both of you and you thought possibly that you have to have sold a certain amount before you were allowed to do that. She said you can do it day one as a seller. You can send in WFS. The other thing I really, really wanted to know is, can you sell things without a UPC code? Because I know that on Walmart, just from sellers like yourselves who I've talked to, you can still like buy a UPC code off of eBay, like you could with Amazon in the olden days, just to have a UPC code on the product that for your bundle. She said that we can get UPC exemptions. So you can apply to get a UPC exemption on certain bundles with mixed brands, or if it's your own private label item doesn't come with a UPC code. So I did like to know that we can create listings with getting a G10 exemption or a UPC, exemption. When you sign up for Walmart, she told me I have 90 days access to her directly. I can set up calls with her and I can email her directly to help me get ungated, to help me with any issues at all I am having on Walmart. She said when you are doing the enhanced vetting to get, Barbie, Lego, whatever these brands are that you're trying to qualify for, rather than do one case at a time like we would on Amazon, she said knock them all out at once. She said that way it's one and done. She says you can do this process and list out every single brand that you want. Same with a G10 exemption. If you're wanting to do your bundles and your brands without having the UPC code, she says also apply for every category all at once. If you think you're going to want grocery, toys, health, and beauty, all the categories, she said do it all in one case. And she goes, and then you're done. And she said, because she sent me an email that I shared with Heather, a brand gating. Let me see. I think I can share my screen. I don't think there's really anything in here I have to worry about with this. I'm going to show you the email she sent me. All right. Are you guys seeing my email?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's saying, thank you. Here is a link to the guide. So she gave me this clickable link for the brand gating. And she says, in order to get approval to sell the various brands such as Barbie, here are the questions needed for your case. In addition, please provide as many invoices or receipts as possible. And she said below is the path to creating the case. And that's this here. Enhanced vetting request, items inventory, item is unpublished, so on and so forth. And these are the questions that you should already put like in this case. Or like these question and answers, that pushes you through quicker. If you have a brand, you can register it at Walmart, and here is the brand portal. And if you want the UPC exemption, as I mentioned to you guys here, this would be the link to do that for applying for a UPC exemption for your account. I asked her if she would kindly send me a cheat sheet of those topics that we covered. So that was my big mouthful of my call, but I found it very informative. And so this next week, one of the things I want to work on is having Reno and Heather. They're going to help me get items listed, items that I sold on Amazon that I now want to list on Walmart. After I'm done with that, so I can have like some sales generating, I'm going to focus on getting all of these brands and approvals and G10 exemption approvals. I want to set my account up correctly from the beginning so I don't face too many headaches, moving forward when I'm trying to create listings for my private label bundles and things that I create.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So let's go through some of the comments and that we missed. I know it. Sorry, I'm scrolling down because I know some of this is chats between all of you. And Nate says, do you have to apply and have a business set up? I know that I happen to already have been in LLC, so I did set it up that way, but I believe you can be sole proprietor. If somebody answered that below, I haven't got to it yet. Did you guys set up as businesses?
Yes, because I already had an LLC. I think you need an EIN number. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I had a business already too, so yeah.
And Ryan answers Nate and says, it has to be a legit business, Nate. You can use any name you'd like, but you need to at least an LLC. And Heather, you shared before our live a phone number for Walmart. Do you think that's a number Nate could call and ask that question to just be sure if he has to be an LLC or if he can be a sole proprietor with an EIN?
Yeah, that number is specifically for WFS.
Oh, okay. I would still try to call and ask Nate just to see. Don't necessarily take mine or Ryan's word for it because I'm not 100% sure unless Ryan is. I see, Heather, you answered there. Yes, I did hear this. Thank you for sharing, Ryan, that you can use Walmart receipts to get approval to sell big brands. I did see this. I don't know if you did it on a video or somebody else, but I'm like, I love that because Amazon was allowing that. The other thing, and something that my representative shared with me, is that where how Amazon has an amount, like you have to have 10 items or more on this invoice. Walmart doesn't require that. So I like that. And Nicole wants to know, for anybody, if you guys answered her in the chat, I haven't seen it yet. Do you experience IP issues or games from brands like on Amazon?
No.
I haven't.
I do know somebody in the Facebook group did have an issue on Walmart with Adidas specifically.
You'll get a letter or an email saying don't sell this on Walmart, Amazon, eBay, but it's a general letter. You can either sell out real fast or throw it in the trash can, but usually I just sell out fast and don't worry about it.
Okay. And let's see. Okay. And then, so she follows up down below is, does it cause suspensions or you just can't list it?
Right.
Just can't list it. The only suspensions I've heard of people getting on Walmart is when your on-time delivery rate gets too low. They're really concerned about that satisfaction to the customer. So, you want to make sure that you're shipping stuff on time and, getting it there. But
right. And then Nicole does chime in, which is like, duh, I'm the one that sent her this information. What is wrong with me? I have too many things going on in my head is why. She says, I think you can be a sole proprietor, but you need an EIN. And that is because I did find an article that I sent Nicole on Facebook because we were wondering about that. And and this was a couple weeks ago, so I think that that's why I forgot. I will have to look through my chats with her and find that article link, and I will post it here for anyone who's not an LLC, what those requirements are. But yes, I do recall you need an EIN, and I think those are assigned to you free. It doesn't even cost money to get an EIN.
Yeah, don't want anybody to do that for you. Get online and Google it.
Yeah, do it yourself. Right. One thing I did want to share that you brought up, because Heather screen shared with me the other day on what the advertising console looked like on Walmart. And I know Reno does a little bit of advertising. I am really good at doing advertising on Amazon. So I was interested on how the Walmart advertising console looks compared to Amazon's. And because I also know it'll be a service I can also offer my clients who I already manage their Amazon ad campaigns. This was a nugget of information she gave me. And thank you, Heather, for sharing your screen, because I now knew what she was talking about. So when you shared with me on your screen, and you'll have to walk through how to get to it again, where it was that listing quality score.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember what buttons you click to access that for those that do have Walmart?
Growth opportunity. It's on the left-hand side under analytics.
And then it's called growth opportunity.
Yeah, and then you'll see different categories of items you're selling, and then it'll show you the listing quality. You know, they want it above I think 70 or 80%.
And some of them fall lower than that. But when you clicked on it to see why, it really had nothing to do with listing quality. It had to do with pricing and shipment speed.
Yeah, they want to reference back to Amazon. So they'll look at the product for sale on Amazon versus the product for sale on Walmart. If the pricing isn't quite the same, or there's a mistake, say Amazon's listing a single and you're selling a 2-pack, you have to submit variation saying, hey, it's really this, and show the link of that site on Amazon.
Yeah, you can do a case for that. And that was just that one particular was related to pricing, but I have had others where you look at the listing and they want things like misspelled words corrected and, you know, looking at the word count in the title, et cetera. So some of those I've submitted some things back to update.
So even though you didn't create it, Walmart will work with you on making it better.
It seems to be a lot easier than Amazon in my opinion.
So what she was saying is when you are doing, and is it on this page? Yes. So she says, don't waste your dollars on doing advertising on a product unless the listing quality is at least at 80%. Yeah. And so that I thought was really valuable information, because me as a new seller coming from Amazon, I would be thinking that if my listing quality was at 50% and I couldn't fix it, I would want to be then advertising it, because I would think, oh, I'm not going to get any sales if the listing quality is bad. I better advertise it. That might be my train of thought, depending what this item is. So I thought, well, that's good news, because we don't want to waste money on advertising if it's not going to help us. I asked her also about a ranking system. So on Amazon, right, we make a brand new listing, our rank is 0. Likewise, if it's been on Amazon for a long time and it's not selling, our rank might be, depending on what category, you know, at 1 million. And we're trying to get our rank built up to the number 1 spot, the first, 50,000 at least in rank, right, to get good sales. And she says Walmart does not work that way. She says you actually get ranked right away, like at the beginning, based on our listing quality score. So it really is about having a good listing. She says, just like Amazon, Walmart, let's call it using AI, is scrubbing the internet to see, is your price on Walmart cheaper than it is on Amazon? They want to be cheaper than Amazon. And if you are, that will elevate that listings score. So it really has to do with your score on there. And I thought that was interesting. So my question and curiosity to the both of you is that I know that you have listings that don't really have a great score, really for no fault of your own. It might be a pricing issue. Do you see truth in that? Or do you have a listing score at 40% and it's still selling perfectly fine?
I've had some that are really low that sold perfectly fine. I will say that a lot of my Walmart sourcing has either been, clearance items, one-time buys, leftovers from Amazon. So I haven't put as much work, I'm not going to put work into something I'm not going to sell again. So I sell it and I move on.
You're a one and done seller on Walmart.
I'm just now starting to build, that bank of replenishable items. And so for those, for sure, I am looking at those listing scores when I have time. That's always the issue, right? Is there's 200,000 things to do every day. And where do I put my time?
So, about it. Tell me, we all relate to that never ending to-do list.
But I think the listing quality is something, and there was a YouTube I was listening to last year, and they're not doing it anymore. But one of the women that was on there, she was really, really focused on the listing quality score. And also keep in mind that Walmart wants different things in their listing than Amazon does. So you don't want to just take your Amazon listing and just copy it 100% the same over to Walmart, because they don't want the same things. They want different things in the title and the description. So if you are creating listings, it'd be good to understand what some of those differences are.
Yes. And I will be calling upon you for help. And then we'll share, I'm going to share step by step what I'm learning with all of you, so you can be on the journey with me. Nicole would like to know, are returns as big of an issue as everyone makes them out to be?
They're not bad. I mean, I get returns. They're worse on Amazon. But maybe because I sell more on Amazon than I do Walmart. You do get returns on Walmart. They notify you, and they've been good so far.
I would say my experience is a little different. On Amazon, I've only got about a 3% return rate. And this month, knock on wood, I am really good on Walmart. But like the previous couple of months, I was up in that 16, 17% returns.
And then what would be interesting is, are you finding returns in a particular category? Is it high return on a particular item? That helps you eliminate that.
Clothing. Oh God, clothing. That's my problem, is clothing. That's why I have a higher return on Amazon than Walmart.
I detest selling clothing, so I avoid clothing and shoes when
So do I, but I gotta get rid of what I got.
Yeah, all of these things are helpful, especially, when you're thinking about what do I want to source on, to sell on Amazon, or what I want to source on Walmart, given the return rate, on a particular category or these things, all of these are really nuggets that help you make better buying decisions for whatever platform you're on, to avoid having a high return rate. And Ryan says, yes, Walmart has, at least for me, much higher return rate, because a customer can go to any Walmart and return the items. And curious also with you, Ryan, if you're finding that those return things is it a particular category, a particular item? And so, Nicole, I think we already asked this ahead of time. Is it easy to fix listings?
She's asking about collectibles, and Walmart just came out with it was a while ago, maybe a couple months ago, about selling collectibles on Walmart. They're asking people to join.
I haven't done that yet. Yeah, I've got all that stuff on eBay and other platforms.
Yeah, I haven't either. Ryan, who's on here, he's been asked to do it, I think. Mm-hmm. They've talked about doing collectibles
on Walmart.
Yeah.
And it's Walmart asking you about doing it, or
offering it?
Offering it. Okay.
Yeah.
And Nate says, is there a min or max number of listings you can have? I think it's just like Amazon, you can have. Okay, so Ryan did. So you guys, I'm behind because we're talking and I'm paying attention to you before I read the chat. So you have to be approved to sell collectibles, and I'm sure you could get approved.
They sent out an email on that. I don't really have collectibles, but yeah.
And what would be beneficial for you, Nicole, is when you do get set up and you get that onboarding coach, you can explain to them and even show them your mass amount of, collectible new inbox items. And I'm sure your onboarding coach, like mine, can help expedite that permission for you. She was super helpful. It's like they really want to work with you. Just like Ryan has said to me in the past and here in the chat today, is that they're actually nice to you. They want to help you. So it's been a pleasant experience in that aspect of Walmart, as I have been told it would be.
Nicole, I would, if you do get into that with your new in the box collectibles, you're going to have better seller protection on eBay right now. So if you do get into that, I would start with some, don't sell your $300 item on Walmart. So for example, if you ship that collectible to me and I say I didn't ever receive it, you're going to take that loss on that. So make sure you understand the seller protections on Walmart before you give up your really good stuff.
What about, okay, so this is a good question. So, and it kind of goes with Nate's question here is, can you set shipping? So in regards to shipping, and then say shipping this collectible, we can buy our shipping label through Walmart, same as Amazon and eBay. And Heather walked me through that this morning as far as a merchant fulfilled. When you buy it through Walmart, then by what you're saying is you're not protected like you are with Amazon. The tracking shows the item arrived and that they got it, but the customer said they did it, and Walmart just sides with the customer, and you're at a loss. What about the protection from shipping it in the post office insured boxes? Do you still get that protection through having bought a priority box through Walmart, or are you better off? And can you ship, say, through Pirate Ship, where I bought a priority flat rate box that is insured up to, I don't remember what their insurance is up to, $100?
I think either, the post office or through Pirate Ship. For me, it's harder to get claims paid through the post office than it is Pirate Ship, but you could go either way. I would also want to make sure that your on-time delivery rate is covered if you're shipping through Pirate Ship too. I mean, because I have, sometimes, you just get a wonky. Walmart seems to be better about not having those, Amazon sometimes, especially on Mondays, you get, it's going to be $25 to ship this and it should be $6, and sometimes
you jump to Pirate Ship on that day.
Yeah, I would on that item, but I haven't had as much problem with that on Walmart. So, you could, but just make sure. I'm not positive on the protection on the on-time delivery rate if you go to Pirate Ship.
Yeah, so I think, Nicole, in this case, if you were selling a $300 new collectible item in its original packaging, just by what I'm gathering today, I would buy it through Pirate Ship, buy it in those priority insured boxes, or even get the extra insurance on it, which you can buy on Pirate Ship. It's just a couple dollars more to protect yourself just in case, especially on those high dollar type of items. Which brings me to, for when you do a merchant fulfilled shipment, Heather, can you explain the whole acknowledging thing in the back portal?
Yeah, when an order comes in on Walmart, the first thing you have to do is acknowledge that you received the item. And I usually do that at the same time I ship it. You acknowledge it and then you click on ship the item, and it's a pretty straightforward process, very similar to shipping through Amazon Seller Central for a merchant fulfilled order. And you put in your dimensions and your weight, and then you have choices on what service you use and what those rates are, and then print your label, slap it on the box, and ship it out.
And Nate, there is a shipping template similar to Amazon, but a little bit easier if you ask me. And you do plug in your, and I know this only because Heather shared a shipment with me this morning. Once you sell the item, you plug in the dimensions of the box and the weight like you do on all platforms. And it gives you your label prices. It saves that weight and box dimensions for that item. So if you sell another one, it's automatically in there for you. But what was really great for Heather this morning, which was a great teaching opportunity, was it was cheaper today. There was a little tiny box above her shipping label that said you could save $2 if you shipped it with the other carrier. Mm-hmm. And so she was able to select that one instead, save $2 on her shipping. And then the box below allowed you to save that, to remember that shipping for the future. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that part was really cool too. I like that they let you know you can save $2. Yeah. Rather than like with Amazon or eBay, I've got to scroll and make sure there's not a cheaper one.
And to get it to save that information, like the first time you ship an item, you have to go way down to the bottom and there's a little checkbox that you've got to click, and then it'll save it for next time. And that's one of the reasons I ship through Walmart itself is it does remember those when I'm shipping the same. If I've got 10 items and I'm going to be doing 10 shipments over time, it's just less hassle when I go to ship it.
Yeah.
And I have tried, you can ship through Veeco with the Amazon software for the Walmart orders.
Yeah, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, and the what is it, APO, FPO? I always forget those letters.
Yeah.
Post office staff.
And Nicole wants to know what is what handling time is required?
I think I have 5 days on my merchant fulfilled orders across.
Yeah, it was 5.
And I honestly need to do some work and set up some different shipping templates before we get into Q4 for sure.
Yeah, because that 5-day is when you go into your shipping template page, there's like this little drop down box, and 5 was the max that you could choose. There was no more days than that. So what we didn't go into was creating our own shipping template. And if we did, maybe in there you can change it to be more. And would you want more? Like during Q4, do you want it to be 7 days?
No, I would want it states that are closer to me having shorter times so that potentially I can win more buy box share, or if the customer sees that delivery date, you want it to be as accurate as possible. So
that's a really great point. Yeah, because me being totally on the West Coast, like Reno's great because he's, a little bit more centered. Yeah. And, and I'm completely on the West Coast. So a lot of times I get orders to New York all the time. And then I love when I get a California order because the shipping is so much cheaper for me. And that's a really great point. My package is going to get to California very quickly, but with shipping delays during Q4, my package getting to New York might take longer. So do we get in trouble? Like if I have that 5-day handling time, it went to New York and it took 8 days to get there. Do I get dinged for that? Or does that lower my listing quality score? Like what's the penalty for that?
It affects your growth opportunities. Yeah, it does. Because if you're more than so many days, you'll get on your growth opportunities. They want 2 days, handling time or delivery time, as they call it. So they do look at that. Matter of fact, I just got dinged on one, and let me see. I'm at 2.01 days promised delivery. And they want 2 or less promised delivery days.
So. On your, and how about you, Heather? Have you ever had a ding?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys actually shipping next day? Like if you got the order today, are they going out tomorrow?
I am.
I just
ding.
Yeah, you still get ding. Now, a way around it, I've been told, Ryan mentioned it before, was shipping through Walmart. See, I don't ship through Walmart. I ship through Shipping Easy because I have multiple platforms feeding in.
Yeah.
But if you ship through Walmart, you can always reference back. I used your shipping label. I used yours, this, and they usually. But this is the first time I've gotten a problem with shipping within 2 days. But I always ship the next day or sometimes the same day.
Okay. So we may have to get together and work collectively as a group on creating a shipping template for Q4, like Heather said. I think that would be a great project for us. And then I can take screenshots and share that with everybody when we do our Walmart Wednesday show as a good shipping template that you might want to consider for Q4. And again, based on where you live, especially for those regions. I really like that for the regions. That's a really, really great thought, Heather.
Yeah. I've got that on my to-do list. We'll play with shipping templates over the next week. So.
And do either one of you have any other any Walmart tips or things that you've learned in the time that you've been doing it that I might need to know, or anybody else that's newer might need to know that I haven't learned yet? I mean, I know I haven't even made my first sale or listing yet, so I'm as new as can be. So I'm excited.
Just one of the things I noticed that I thought I was telling you, but I wasn't sure the other day. When they put in a cancellation, you have to respond via email also. Acknowledge you're canceling it. Because if not, Walmart will ding you on that too.
Okay, so if somebody ordered something for me, I didn't have it, and I have to cancel it.
Well, or they want to cancel. It's really easy. You'll get a red indication next to the order, and it'll say cancel. So you cancel it saying customer canceled, but then you respond to your email that's in Walmart saying cancel. That's all you have to say. And that will save you from getting dinged. That's what my onboard or my person told me, that if you don't respond to it via email.
And you mean not your email account with Walmart, but like it's kind of like Amazon.
No, the email account with Walmart. If you have an inbox at the top.
In your Walmart portal.
Yes, my Walmart portal. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so not from my actual email account.
No, from your Walmart portal, and you have to
let. It's kind of like a case log or a message system.
Exactly. Walmart. They track all that. They track everything that goes on.
Okay, so if customer cancels the order, I obviously don't ship it. I accept the cancellation, but also in my messaging portal within Walmart, I have to respond to it and say cancel.
You've got 48 hours, and it'll show a red. It'll be a red note on there. 48 hours to respond. You have to respond in 48 hours.
Okay. Now, what if I have to cancel an order? I'm sure that there's a certain
ding
system on Walmart too. Like, you canceled, that was bad.
They don't want less than 1.5, I think it is.
Yeah. And the order cancellation, I have one of those, I showed you message templates yesterday, Tina, but I have a message template set up for order cancellation. So I just respond with that.
Yeah.
Thank you. We've canceled your order, blah, 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 and send it. So I don't have to type that.
Send it to the cut. So if the customer canceled, you have a template that you send them saying, thank you, we've received your cancellation, we've canceled your order. Okay. And I do like that. I did see that yesterday in the back end, that there is where you can have pre-done message templates. Since I haven't made one, I don't know how they look yet. I know that I had them in Amazon. So when I went to the message reply, I could see and click my message templates below the box. Is that how it looks in your platform? So if you have late shipment or whatever you title your little pre-written notes, do they show up below so you can click it and it will pop it up into the box to the customer?
I'll tell you in a second. I have mine in, but
because I used to do that, especially during COVID, where people would be like, where's my package?
Above the box, it says select message template. I have refund, delivered, canceled order, or return.
And it's your pre-done up, and then if you need to tweak it, you can tweak it within the box if you have to. Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
And Nate says, "Is that AI?" No, Nate, that's not AI. There's Amazon has it too. There's an actual message template page on both Walmart and Amazon that you can have. You can type up a thank you for your order. Shipping is late, whatever it is that you need a template for common questions that customers will message you. Usually it says my package was delivered, but I didn't get it. Like, that's usually the most common one. You might have a response that you don't want to have to type out every single time someone asks you that. So you type up a generalized message. Please check your tracking. Sometimes it's delayed a couple days, whatever it is you want to say. And make a template, and then there will be a clickable link that you can click on that populates that reply into the box. So then you can hit send to your customer. So you're not having to type out this long drawn out message every time.
Mm-hmm. And you really don't have to worry, like I was talking about the pro seller, till you sell 250 orders in 90 days. So, I mean, you've got the time to build this up.
And what's your benefits as a pro seller? So you qualify for it by box.
Yeah.
So you qualify for it by selling 250 items in 90 days.
But also it's the buy box if you're within a price range. You can't be extravagant.
Right. And can you gain and lose that like you do on eBay? Like eBay, you're a top rated seller or you're not. And then you got to wait for that next vetting period.
Every 15 days.
And they just rolled out some changes where it's going to be a tiered system now. I don't know if you've looked at that yet, Reno.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, it's there. I haven't looked at it, but and I think as they continue to evolve the platform, they continue to change what it takes to be a pro seller. So you just kind of gotta move with it. So
yeah.
And you said every 15 days or 5-0?
15, 1 in 5.
Oh, that's pretty regular that you can gain and lose it.
Yeah.
That's a short wait period.
I just lost it. So, yeah, it's not, and just a few little percentage points. That's all it takes.
Yeah. I did see someone post about, it was Nicole, Walmart shipping cheaper than Pirate Ship. I think the rates are pretty competitive in the Walmart. I haven't done as much side-by-side comparison like I do sometimes with eBay to Pirate Ship, where I will say that Walmart, if you ship through Walmart, they do have FedEx. They've got some good FedEx rates, but I don't love shipping with FedEx. I try to avoid it when I can. So sometimes if I get a really cheap FedEx rate, I might go to Pirate Ship and see if there's a better option or not. But in general, I just ship through Walmart and go.
Why do you not like FedEx?
I think they're the worst with damaged packages. I mean, I get a lot of my OA orders in FedEx and they're rough with things. So that's just my perspective.
Yeah. Look, these are good things to know. What about you, Reno? Have you noticed that with one versus others?
On the other way around, UPS really beats the shit out of the boxes, but FedEx does. But FedEx, I don't know. We ship a lot through FedEx on a week, 700-800 packages a week with FedEx, and there's some problems, but not as bad as UPS.
I'm finding a case with UPS right now. Yes. And the box was shipped back to me. I put in a claim and they won't respond to my claim. They've made it to where I can't upload documents that they're asking me to give them. The portal is locked. It says that it can't accept documents. When I call, all they do is send me a link to that same case log where I can't upload documents. So I realize I'm never getting my claim or my postage money back from them at all. It's been a terrible experience with UPS for me. Nicole wants to know can you get the buy box without being a pro seller?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not in the buy box and I have 6 orders today. So yeah, it doesn't make a difference. It helps. Let's put it that way. And then it also helps if you send into Walmart, it seems.
Do you get like a little badge next to you that says you're a pro seller?
Yeah. Little star. So it's for people who feel like they trust that more. It's probably more of a shopper like, oh, I want to buy from this one. That's customers do not have a clue that they're buying from people.
Yeah. One thing I will say that I also forgot to mention, things coming back to me from my call yesterday, is she was saying grocery category is a great category on Walmart that sells very well. And she says, especially like the bigger quantity. She says, because she said that is their biggest selling section is when you think bulk foods, like think of, like kids going back to school, how you can buy those boxes that have, say, the 40 different mini packages of potato chips in them and things like that. She says bulk food packaging like that does very well on the Walmart marketplace. And that came out of the conversation of bundling, because I told her, I said, I would like to bundle maybe some food items. I really stayed away from doing that on Amazon. I never, like how some people will bundle Starbucks with stuff. I always really avoided that on Amazon. I had a couple of candy things that I bundled, and I had during the holidays, I did do like some holiday food things, but only seasonally. And the food things I did seasonally, most of them were my own private label. A couple of them were like a branded food item with my unbranded item. And I only did that seasonally. I was always really careful with that. But when I asked her about doing that on Walmart, how open they were to that, that's how it led into this conversation. She's like, oh no. She's like, bundled grocery items. She goes, those are great sellers on Walmart. So I thought that was really good information to know as well.
Yeah. My wife, she'll buy potato chips, like you just said, the box of potato chips.
Yeah. She says stuff like that does great on Walmart. Now, could you because I haven't looked at what the prices are, can you profit? So I don't know. But I guess my first thought would be, can I buy things like that from Costco or Sam's and flip it on Walmart? But since Sam's is owned by Walmart, my guess would be I'm already competing with Walmart on Walmart pricing for those maybe bigger box food type items.
Not necessarily. Sometimes you can buy from Walmart and relist on Walmart you can buy individual and package them together and sell them on Walmart, and vice versa. Also buy from Amazon and sell on Walmart.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to try all the categories because I want to dabble in them all, because that's how you find your sweet spot, right? So I definitely like that. Nicole would like to know what categories do you love on Walmart?
I do a similar breakdown, that I do with Amazon. I do a lot of grocery, personal care items. I'm trying to focus on like toys and games on Walmart, where I'm tending to do less of that on Amazon, just with all the compliance and
stuff.
So, I, in general, as I said, I don't like clothing and shoes, but I have a good Amazon friend that she's been doing a lot of like Walmart to Walmart flips. She'll go in and find clearance, Levi jeans or Lee branded jeans or Reeboks, and she'll buy them for $3 or $4 or $7 and flip them back on Walmart. So I think clothing can be good if you can source it.
And the great thing is that listing already exists on Walmart because it's already sold at Walmart. So you don't have to recreate it. I love that. I definitely want to look into doing that for sure. Because there's a lot of things I used to sell from Walmart on Amazon, which I always call my pioneer days on Amazon, when everything was easy. And I did great with Walmart clothing and shoes. And then all of that just got eradicated on Amazon because of needing child safety and this, and I just quit doing it. And then Amazon wouldn't let me make listings for them. Last year, I tried to make some listings of things I got at Walmart in the clothing category. They didn't exist on Amazon. I showed my receipt. I showed the item. I showed the barcode, all the things that, used to then work after things got stricter. Then they wouldn't let you do that. So, and these were not, I wasn't asking for brand names like Nike or anything. So I do like the idea of that on Walmart. Nicole also would like to know expiration date policies on Walmart. So I'm guessing you mean, do we have to have the sticker on the package if it's already on the package? And is it a 90-day window? I'm assuming you kind of mean in comparison to Amazon.
It's not nearly as strict on Walmart. So they don't say, that it's a 90-day limit, etc. I haven't really pushed that much. I try to make sure there's, at least 90 days expiration. I might keep it merchant fulfilled if I don't know how fast it's going to sell if I send it into Walmart. You do have to show the expiration date on the product when you send it into WFS. So I usually try to prep in a way that I leave that expiration date exposed. Otherwise, you do have to put a sticker on it. But things like, there's some stupid things on Amazon that they want an expiration date on. Like you might get a laundry detergent that they want an expiration date, and it doesn't need. If you don't have any of that with Walmart. So if there's not an expiration date on the product, I don't put one. And they don't ask for it when you're sending in a shipment.
So at the time of adding inventory into your Walmart account, so I'm going to add in a Snicker candy bar, and there's an expiration date on it. So I want to add it to my inventory. When we're adding it, is there a box that we have to put the expiration date of it?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are to the end of our hour, and I'm always bad about remembering to tell you guys to like and subscribe. So please like and subscribe. I hope you guys liked our Walmart segment today, and we will be returning on 2 Wednesdays a month, and the show is going to be called Walmart Wednesday. And then I do a show with Nicole on every other Tuesday. So actually this Tuesday we will be doing a show, and we talk a lot about flipping on eBay and Flea Mart, but we talk about a lot of different things because we sell on a lot of different platforms. So with that, I want to thank you guys for watching and have a great weekend. And Reno and Heather, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm really excited to learn from you guys and for us to build up a nice little Walmart community, because Walmart is still a little bit, you know, what do you call how Amazon was in the old days? So
Wild West
has a lot of opportunity.
If you guys haven't watched the shows with Nicole, those are really good. I really enjoy those. So please keep doing that content.
Yeah, Nicole's awesome. And so are you guys. All right, you guys.
We're gonna thank everyone, you know.
Bye.
So bye.